Hands deep in the dirt, sweat on your brow. Roots find a way, we don't know how. Seeds of hope in the silent ground. Cutting through the noise, plant love profound. Nurture this life as the sun beats down. Facing the storm, we don't turn around. Bounty from the earth, teaching us to be. From tiny seeds to towering trees. Keep growing, keep fighting, don't lose your way. Keep digging, keep striving day after day. In the calling we find our strength, our core. Keep growing through it all.
Welcome to the Keep Growing podcast. I'm your host, John Morgan, and we're here to help you make the most of your garden in week 25 of 2025, covering June 14th through June 20th. This week, I might sound a bit hoarse as I recover from a nasty cold that's kept me on the gardening sidelines all week. If there's some weird edits, it's because I removed a cough in post. We've got a packed lineup of garden tasks, a nod to the Summer Equinox, a shout out to West Virginia Day, and a heads up on that last quarter moon. Plus, we'll break down the weather forecast to keep your plants thriving. So grab your trowel and let's get growing. Before we dive in, let's talk weather. It's going to be a hot, humid, and unsettled week with a stalled frontal boundary hanging around. Expect showers and thunderstorms, especially in the afternoons through much of the week. By Tuesday, that boundary lifts north, and storms will be less widespread, but scattered showers are still possible. Temperatures will climb to the mid to upper 80s by midweek, with more breaks in the clouds. So plan your outdoor tasks for early mornings to beat the heat, and keep an eye on soil moisture with all this rain. Now let's get to our gardening tasks for the week. First up, it's time to seed or transplant gourds. These quirky, fun plants love warm soil, and with temps in the 80s, now's perfect. If you're starting seeds, plant them about an inch deep in well-drained soil with plenty of sun. For transplants, make sure they've got room to sprawl. Gourds are vines and need space or a sturdy trellis. Water deeply after planting, but don't let them sit in soggy soil, especially with those storms rolling in. Pro tip, mix in some compost to give them a nutrient boost. Next, let's talk about transplanting thyme and peppers. Thyme loves sunny, well-drained spots, so pick a place where the water won't pool after those showers. Space your thyme plants about 12 inches apart to encourage airflow. For peppers, whether they're sweet or spicy, choose a sunny location and plant them 18 to 24 inches apart. The warm weather this week is ideal for helping them settle in. Water consistently. If you're expecting heavy rain, make sure your soil drains well to avoid root rot. If you've got sweet corn growing, it's time to side dress with nitrogen. Corn is a heavy feeder, and a nitrogen boost now will keep those stalks strong and ears plump. Use a high nitrogen fertilizer like a 10-10-10 or blood meal, and apply it in a shallow trench about 6 inches from the base of the plants. Lightly cover with soil and water it in. With the humid conditions, check for any signs of nutrient leaching after heavy rains, and reapply if needed. Now let's shift to your landscape. Spring flowering shrubs like lilacs, forsythia, and azaleas are done blooming, so it's time to prune. Grab your shears and remove dead or damaged branches first. Then shape the shrub by cutting back about a third of the oldest stems to encourage new growth. Don't go too crazy. Over pruning can stress the plant. Do this early in the week to avoid working in the peak heat. And with the last quarter moon on Wednesday, it's a great time for maintenance tasks like this. For a full guide, head over to bobsmarket.com and check out my latest blog post, just published yesterday. For those vibrant fall garden mums, pinch them back this week to promote bushy growth. Use your fingers or clean scissors to snip about an inch off the tips of each stem. This encourages branching, giving you fuller plants loaded with blooms come autumn. Pinch every couple weeks until mid-July for best results. With the humid weather, keep an eye out for fungal issues and ensure good airflow around your mums. Cabbage worms can be a real pain this time of year. Munching on your brassicas like cabbage, broccoli, and kale, look for those green caterpillars or their telltale holes in leaves. Handpick them if you see them, or use an organic control like BT, Bacillus thuringiensis, for larger infestations. Apply BT early in the morning or late evening to avoid harming beneficial insects. With all the rain, reapply after heavy showers to keep those worms at bay. Alright, let's celebrate. Friday, June 20th, marks the Summer Equinox, the longest day of the year and the official start of summer. It's a great time to enjoy your garden's progress, maybe have a backyard barbecue if the weather cooperates. And a big shout out to our listeners in West Virginia. The 20th is also West Virginia Day. Celebrate with some local pride. Maybe plant a native like Black-Eyed Susans to honor the mountain state. Finally, a quick lunar note. The last quarter moon hits on Wednesday, June 18th. This is a barren time, ideal for tasks like turning compost, working soil, or doing maintenance like pruning. Hold off on planting new seeds during this phase and focus on prepping your garden for the next cycle. That's a wrap for week 25, folks. From transplanting gourds and peppers to pruning shrubs and turning compost, we've got plenty to keep your garden thriving. Stay ahead of those cabbage worms and enjoy the Summer Equinox and West Virginia Day. As always, work early to beat the heat and keep an eye on the weather with those storms in the forecast. If you've got questions or want to share garden wins, drop me a line over at bobsmarket.com or by emailing me directly at keepgrowing@bobsmarket.com. Or tag us on social media. Until next week, keep your hands in the dirt, and of course, keep growing.
Keep growing, keep fighting, don't lose your way. Keep digging, keep striving day after day. In the garden we find our strength, our core. Keep growing through it all. Growing through it all. Growing through it all.
Copyright 2025, Bob's Market and Greenhouses, Incorporated.